Hi, my name is Caxt, and this V is so much deeper than I remember it being. I may not like it, you may not like it, but this is the world we live in now, and you're just gonna have to deal with it, okay? Anyways, I make video games, and chances are if you found your way to this video, you or someone you know does too. And that's awesome. I think it's so awesome, in fact, that I'm putting up $1,000 of my own money to help you continue in your horrible addiction to bring joy into this world. Sound good? Great. Then let me introduce you to the Imaginary Game Jam. It's a 2-week-long game jam for solo developers, but don't worry, you're not alone. I'm building an asset pack that's going to be shared with everybody in the game jam that you can use to help make your video game come to life. You're welcome to use any tool set you want to use for this game jam, no holds barred. The assets I'm providing will be 3D and geared towards something like Unity, Godot, or Unreal. But if you want to make a 2D game, or heck, if you even want to make a text-based game, more power to you. That's awesome. All these lights kind of give me a headache, man. This is totally accessible for beginners. You do not need to have a complete game dev skill set to participate. The more submissions, the better. I hope I see you there. If you want more information, you can check out the specific rules at the link in the description. It's called the Imaginary Game Jam. It's on itch.io. Be there or be square. Now let me give you a little bit of an overview and tell you more about what the jam's all about. Games are going to be judged on 6 criteria. The first of which is theme. How well will your game honor the theme? Now, if you take nothing else away from this video, make sure you remember this one thing, okay? It's that the theme is going to be announced at the beginning of the jam. So if you want to know what the theme is, you got to hit the subscribe button on this YouTube channel. There will be another video here at the start of the jam. And you're going to want to hop into the Imaginary Game Studios Discord server, link in the description, because that's where all the assets that I'm sharing are going to be uploaded. So again, I cannot stress this enough. The theme will not be announced until the beginning of the jam. Good. The second category is your Medic cameo. That might sound complicated. It's not. We'll get back to that one in a little bit. The third category is imaginative. How unique is your game? Does it surprise me? Does it inspire? I don't need another game where I just wake up on an island and I punch trees to get fiber. You can start there, but go somewhere else with it, please. There's so many of those. There's so many. The fourth category is gestalt, which is a fancy word for saying, does the sum equal more than the whole of, is the whole worth more than the sum? How well does the whole game come together as a package? So if you've got other skills outside of just programming, if you've got good art, you do good music and sound effects and stuff like that, you're a good storyteller, you do good narrative stuff, you come up with funny characters, this is the category for you. The fifth category is funny. How much does your game make me laugh? I like to laugh. You like to laugh. It's good for your lungs. It's good for your whole cardiovascular system, I think. I've heard that once somewhere. I read it in a magazine. Let's keep these games light. There's a lot of heavy topics out there in the world, and if you want to make games on those, that's great. Let's keep this jam fun, family-friendly. Yeah? Good. And finally, community scoring. So Imaginary Game Studios is going to handle those first 5 categories, but it's not going to all be up to me. It's going to be up to you guys too. Anybody who submits a game to the jam will also be able to rate those other games that they play and let them help write them and help get their opinion put into the scoring. There's no hard requirements to play a bunch of games and rate other people's games, but please, it'd be cool. Play as many as you can. We're all going to work really hard on these projects, and I'm sure just as much as you want people to play your game, other people want you to play their game too. Man, I'm just so thirsty. Maybe I'm a little dehydrated. That might be why. Oh God, I've spilled it. I've spilled it on me. Just clean this up. Now for the fun part. I'm just going to reference this so that I don't make any mistakes here. The prizes. Like I said, there's $1,000 that you can get your piece of from making a video game that you can then use to buy more assets to make even more video games. It's a win-win. Every submission is going to be eligible for up to one of these prizes depending on the scoring. First place overall gets 40% of the pie, $400. Second place gets 20%, $200. Third place, 10%, $100. And then the best of each one of those individual categories gets $50. And because you're all so awesome for participating in my game jam, anybody who submits will get one free copy of Meticulous, my video game that I'm wearing right here on my shirt, to you. But what is Meticulous? who is Medic and why do you need to have his cameo in your Game Jam game? Well, why don't I just go ahead and hand it off to him and let him explain it.
Hello, Captain. My name is Medic, and I am the host of Meticulous. Meticulous is a gamified health companion, where I help guide you on the path of tracking and planning your diet and exercise. I think it's quite cool that you can transform your real body into a symbol of strength and health in real life, just like you do with your video game characters. That said, I am happy to acquiesce to any of your game development desires, just this once. If you would like me to help slay a dragon, commit embezzlement against an alien monopoly on hydrogen fuel in a feudalistic post-apocalypse, or burst bubbles with darts, I would readily accept the challenge. In fact, you are welcome to submit up to 250 words of a script, and it will be recorded and processed using my voice. Just be aware that my speech filtering processes won't be able to pronounce certain slang and obscenities. But you wouldn't want me to say anything naughty, would you, Captain?
Thanks, Medic. That's perfect. Now again, if you want more details, go to the Itch.io Game Jam page. The algorithm gods do not look favorably upon me, and at the time of recording this, the jam still hasn't appeared on the Itch.io timeline, which is where everybody can see all the game jams going on. So please help me out. Share this game jam with as many people you know that have any interest in making a video game, and if you've ever wanted to try and make any kind of a video game, now is the time. Let me help you. Hop into Discord, ask any questions you want. I will help to make sure that your game gets made, I promise. I mean, you still have to put in the work, so the promise is not legally binding. But I got you, fam. I got you. So do the things, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more stuff about this, even if you don't make video games, subscribe here, because I'm going to be showing off all the games that other people make in a video. I'm going to be streaming my playthroughs of all the different games. Once we get to the judging period, join the Imaginary Game Studios Discord server. I implore you, you won't regret it. I hope you have a great rest of your summer. I hope you submit a game to this game jam. And now I'm going to go ahead and leave you with a little ditty that I've been working on. Hopefully that should tide you over until the game jam. Thanks again. I'm Caxed. This is me signing off.
The theme is Temple. You know that theme? It's Temple. Yes, it is. I wouldn't lie to you, would I?